Let's bring you down to earth with a bump. Eskom has proposed changes to how it charges residents and businesses for electricity. It wants to introduce on-peak and off-peak prices and a flat fee for administration of the grid. The proposals are contained in Eskom's retail tariff plan for 2023, so it's next year's problem, and will come into effect if approved by the National Energy Regulator, NERSA. Eskom admits the new pricing structure may see some consumers paying more, but insists others will pay less. Govan Whittles has the story.
Eskom has made some controversial proposals for changes to its retail tariffs. The power utility has proposed that its retail tariff plan for 2023 include an overhaul of how South Africans would buy electricity and the prices they would pay.
This is a forward-looking approach. Eskom is unbundling its tariffs because Eskom itself is unbundling. So we want to make sure that we don't have a tariff charges that are mixed together with all the different components.
Included in the proposals is that Eskom starts charging an on-peak and off-peak price for purchasing prepaid electricity and a flat rate for the administration of the grid.
We're not aiming to earn any extra revenue from the structural changes. It's based on the NERSA-approved revenue, but some might pay more, some might pay less. And of course, it's not just residential tariffs that we're restructuring. We are looking at all our tariffs.
One energy expert says these proposals are controversial and it's not clear if they will be accepted by the National Energy Regulator of South Africa.
The tariff methodology that they apply is absurd in the extreme. The so-called off-peak and on-peak tariff, it makes no economic sense at all on a number of factors, but the key one being that the cost of electricity generation is not dependent on the time of the day.
On the streets, South Africans aren't convinced that this is what they need.
It's quite shocking, to be perfectly frank with you. I mean, the fact that they're charging this administration fee when people are trying to go off the grid to avoid Eskom entirely is probably the reason they're doing it in the first place, but I kind of find it unacceptable.
Whether we're looking at the price of petrol or we're looking at the price of food and electricity, things are getting expensive, and it's even worse when we have to pay for everything, including things that we should get at the normal rate or at the affordable rate.
And say they fear they'll end up paying more for electricity while continuing to receive poor services. Govan Whittles, Johannesburg.